What's up, guys? It's Coach Jensen back with another video today. So we're gonna do another Coach's Kitchen episode. I'm in a really good mood today. We had our first Scorpions game of the season. We won 52-20. So the film on that is gonna be coming out tonight as well. But I wanted to make a little video for you guys because it's been a while since I've chefed up something for you here. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the weight check. So last video I was at 266 pounds. See what I'm sitting at right here today. 256. All right, sweet. So I've actually lost about 10 pounds since the first video. So that's good. Still not where I want to be at, but I'm making progress on the way. All right, guys. So tonight I'm just watching the March Madness games on my laptop over here. Gonna chef up a little something. So I've got this fish that's called orange Roughy. All right, so I've got 3 pretty good sized fillets that I got from Costco. I've never made this kind of fish before, but I'm gonna make it tonight and try it out. And then I've got some asparagus. Can't really see it because it's in the container still. I'm gonna make fish, asparagus, and then some of these crispy rosemary fries here, the non-GMO, the good ones from Alexia, all right? So I've never made this combination before. I wanna try out just some new things for the video so I'm not cooking the same old things all the time on here. But let's see how this process goes. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is season this fish. So I've got my little fish plate here, shout out to Goodwill. So I'm just going to open up these containers. I'm going to put the fish on there. I'm going to put a little bit of this lemon juice on there. So this is Italian Volcano lemon juice. I get that at Costco and you get 2 of these nice big bottles for a pretty good price. And then we're going to put some avocado oil on there. So I'm using the Chosen Foods avocado oil. I highly recommend avocado oil, olive oil, and coconut oil if you guys want to cook with something that's actually good for you instead of this crap that's just breaking down your body. So all these other oils, man, it's tricky marketing. They try to make it seem like it's good for you by calling them vegetable oils, but this like corn oil, canola oil, soybean oil, safflower, sunflower, all that stuff, man, there's a lot of really nasty processes that they go through because it's cheaper for the companies. But honestly, it's a way better choice. Spend a little bit more money, get some avocado oil in your system. It's good for your heart. It's just a nice, healthy oil, nice flavor, high smoke point, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and get these seasoned up. I've got some thyme. I've got my peppercorn medley grinder, little Himalaya pink salt, and some Italian seasoning. Alright guys, so I've got it all seasoned up. Got that lemon juice, avocado oil, the thyme, pepper, salt, and Italian seasoning. Just keeping it really simple today. So I'm going to let that just soak in for about 10-15 minutes. Sit back and chill and watch this March Madness game. I always recommend doing that. Just let your meat absorb some of these flavors a little bit. Let some of that liquid get in there and some of that seasoning just sink deep down in there. So this orange Roughy that I'm making, I've never had this fish before. I had never even heard of it really. Don't even know where it comes from that much, but I'm going to do a little more research here. I'll find a picture for you guys of like what the actual fish looks like. And then as I'm eating it too, I'll kind of let you know like what the flavor is like and how it compares to other different fish. Alright guys, so I did a little more research on the orange Roughy. So this is a fish that's normally fished out of New Zealand and Australia. And it's actually one of the fish that lives the longest. They can live up to 250 years old. So a lot of times Roughy that are caught are between like 30 and 50 years old, but they can actually be like 100. These are a deep sea fish. So they're found at least 500 feet to much deeper than that. And sometimes since they live so long, they can have a high level of mercury. So it isn't recommended that you eat this fish all the time. You definitely want to have it in moderation and not make it something that you're eating every day. All right, so I've got my fries ready on the baking sheet here. I'm only going to make like half the bag because I don't really want to have leftover fries and try to reheat those or anything. So I've got the other half of the bag in here. These came pre-seasoned, so I didn't really do anything to these. Very easy. Just take them out of the bag, pop them on a baking sheet, put them in the oven at 425 for about 13 to 15 minutes. And this is the brand here, Alexia. They use the good non-GMO potatoes. We've got the crispy rosemary fries with sea salt. I'll let you guys know how these are. Alright guys, so with my meal today, I'm going to make some tea. This is an herbal tea. It's the turmeric ashwagandha. This is really, really good stuff from your body, alright? So it's an Indian superfood with powerful curcumin. If you don't know what that is, that's what's found in turmeric. It helps a lot with inflammation. Just very good for your body. So this is stuff, these are, natural herbs that people have been consuming for thousands of years. Very healthy, very good for your body. So I try to get this in at least every day, sometimes once every 2 days, but I always try to drink a lot of tea. If you've never made tea before, it's super easy. We got this teapot here with some water in it. All we've got to do, turn that on high. As soon as it's ready, the water is going to start steaming out of there. If you've never seen how a teapot works before, if you don't have a teapot at home, you can always just take a mug, put it in the microwave and heat up some water that way, or any way that you really want to heat up some water. And then all you do is take the tea bag out of here and put it in some hot water. So I'll show you guys that process as it gets a little closer. All right, so I'm getting my cup ready. I've got a scoop of collagen. You younger guys probably don't need to worry about this too much, but this is something like as you get a little older, it's probably a good idea to start taking. So the collagen is like the natural elasticity in your skin. So it helps a lot with like your skin, like your fingernails, your hair, everything like that. It just kind of helps to keep your body healthy. And it does a lot for joints too. So I've been having a lot of knee pain lately. My knees have been killing me. So I probably need to get a little more of this in my body than I have been lately. All right, so you're at the UCLA North Carolina game. About 6 minutes, 2-point game right here. All right, but anyway, so here's the tea bag. There you go, it's focused in. So you can see like it's all loose. It's not like this ground up fake powder stuff. Like these are real natural herbs from the ground, totally unprocessed, like the good stuff you want to have. So we just pop that in there. As soon as the water's ready, just dump it on, nice and easy. All right, so for all you guys that haven't used a teapot before, this is what it starts to look like. Once there's so much steam in there, the water really gets cooking. Boom, you see the steam pour out, you hear a little noise. Just take your teapot, make sure your tea bag is in there. Oh man, that's the hard part about doing it with one hand here because I'm filming too. Boom, let that sit for a little bit. I always like to put honey in my tea as well, but I don't put it in right away when the water is super hot like that because it kills off some of the natural enzymes that are actually found in the honey. So I'll probably wait for about 15 minutes or basically whenever my food's ready, I'll add the honey in there. I just put my fries in the oven, put it for 8 minutes. They need to go for 13 to 15 total, so I'll put them in for those first 8 minutes. Then I'll mix them up, move them around a little bit. I've got my asparagus here. And these containers, guys, I got these, let's see, a 4-pack for $8 at Costco. So about $2 a pack. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, it's so expensive to eat healthy. I can't eat healthy because this. I can't eat healthy because that. Oh, I don't have enough money. Guess what, guys? For the same price of a candy bar, you can get a whole bag of asparagus, okay? With all of nature's goodness right there in it. All right, so really it's just about having the willpower and really the education too. It is sometimes hard to get a good education about food and nutrition because there's so much deception that goes on with the marketing and all that. But the information is out there, guys. We just got to put in the time, put in the effort to find it, and then act on it once we know. All right, so in my pans, I've just got avocado oil in both of them. I'm going to start preheating these. For my fish one, I'm going to put it on to like a medium-high type setting because I want it to be pretty hot there. And then for my asparagus one, I'm going to do a little bit lower than that. So I'm going to let these oils get hot, and then I'm going to start putting my ingredients into the pans here. All right, guys. So I've got my asparagus on there. Just season it up with some salt and pepper. Really easy, simple, basic. All right, this oil is nice and hot. So I'm going to take my fish. We put all 3 pieces on at the same time. One, whoop. There's 2. There's 3. And then I'm going to put this juice on as well. Might make it sizzle up a little bit, but that's all right. Guys, it smells amazing in here, man. The kitchen smells so good right now, especially from the rosemary seasoning on those fries. That's one thing, man. Like, it was tough. I got COVID, and I completely lost my sense of smell. I couldn't smell anything for months, and I was honestly worried that my sense of smell was never going to come back again. But finally, man, it's here. I feel like I can smell better than ever. I've got a big nose. I like to do some sniffing around, man. I really like to smell my food, smell nature when I'm out there. So I'm really glad that it's back. I'm thankful for it. All right, guys, the meal's really starting to take shape now. I just took the fries out of the oven. Looking nice, crispy, golden. Man, I wish you guys could smell the seasoning on there. Delicious. My asparagus is pretty much done here. I put some garlic on, but I didn't add it until a little closer to the end. So I just want that to get cooked in a little bit. So I've got that on like a medium to low heat. Just another like 1 minute on that. All right, and then I've got my fish here. And this fish kind of started to fall apart, so I just chopped it up so I could have it loose in there. And it looks like it's just about done. I'm going to cook it a little longer just to be safe. It probably is done. But like when in doubt, I just cook it a little bit longer to be safe, man, because the last thing you want is, food poisoning, to be laid up with diarrhea for the next couple days or whatever. So I'm just going to be safe and get it a little browner here. All right, guys, and a lot of cooking is about improvising. So one thing I'm noticing is that I've got a lot of oil on here. This avocado oil, man, this is one of the more expensive oils, and it's good quality stuff. I don't want to waste it. So I'm thinking, oh man, what am I gonna do with this extra oil? So I found a solution. Boom, I've got some spinach. How can I make this meal even healthier? All right, check this out. So I'm gonna pop a bunch of spinach in here. That's gonna absorb a lot of this extra avocado oil that I've got. I'm going to put a big mountain of spinach on. Okay. And that's going to shrink down quite a bit by the end of the video here. Okay. So it's just a nice way, add a few more health benefits, soak up that extra oil, and make sure I'm not wasting anything. All right, guys. So it's just about time for the taste test. I've got my fries, my asparagus, my fish, my spinach. Here's my tea. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some honey to it. So I love Costco. I get some great deals there, but I'm using the Arizona raw unfiltered honey, all right? You definitely wanna get the good stuff when you're going for honey because there's so much in there for your body. But a lot of times they zap it out with all these processes. Like if you get really processed honey, all the natural health benefits are pretty much gone out there, all right? So this is from Arizona, support local, raw unfiltered honey. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of that to my tea. It's a little hard to see the color of this, but it's kind of like an orangish color. So if you've ever cooked with turmeric before or had like a turmeric beverage or put it in your food or anything, you'll know that it's kind of like that yellow orangey color that you can see on the bag. So that's pretty much the color of the whole drink, although it's a little hard to see there. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, or at least I know I have, it's time for the taste test. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few fries already, so I know what they taste like. The fries are incredible. Right off the bat, the smell draws you in. The rosemary, the seasoning. Those nice, good, wholesome potatoes. Delicious. All right, let's try some of the asparagus. So with the asparagus, all I used was avocado oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic. That's really good. I lived most of my life thinking that I didn't like asparagus. Honestly, I never tried it with an open mind until recently. And ever since I tried it, I realized, man, it's actually delicious. Like, things that are good for you actually taste good. Regardless of what you're told a lot of times, it really is the truth. So now we've got some of the fish and the spinach. Let's see how that is. Oh man, that's a really nice flavor. You can taste the lemon juice in there, a little bit of seasoning. The fish isn't super strong. A lot of times fish can be like a little overpowering with that fishy taste, but this is pretty good. It's nice and mild, just a nice kind of plainish white fish, and it really absorbs the other flavors that you put into it. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up this video so I can smash this meal. But thank you guys for following along so much. If you guys watched it to the end, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for supporting everything that you guys do for me. Stay happy, stay healthy, and until next time.